My name is Serena. I was born in a small village where the dead were mourned with songs, and the gods were never far from our lips. There, we were taught that death wasn't a punishment. It was peace, a return, a sacred part of life's rhythm. I gave my life to my God of balance and death before I was old enough to understand what sacrifice really meant. I prayed with my whole heart. I buried the fallen with gentleness. I believed that if I just stayed good, stayed faithful, I would be safe. But faith doesn't make you untouchable. Something found me, something wrong. It broke me in the most twisted way it could. Not by killing me, but by letting me live as something I was never meant to be. I was changed, tainted, cursed with a hunger that I still don't have the words for. My blood is not my own, and every day I wake up and wonder if my God can still see me, or if he's turned away in silence. I still wear my holy symbol, I still pray, and I still serve, but I don't know if it counts anymore. That's why I came to Valdressa. I'm looking for a cure, to find someone who might know how to undo what's been done to me. And I've been blessed. A noble family here, they've offered to sponsor my stay. They've given me food, shelter, clothes far finer than anything I've ever owned. They've treated me with nothing but kindness. And I don't understand politics. I don't know how to read lies wrapped in pretty words. But I know pain. I know how to sit with the dying, how to carry the weight others won't. I believe in mercy and in second chances, even if I'm not sure I deserve it. My name is Serena. I am a cleric. I am a curse, and I am a prayer unanswered. But maybe, just maybe, someone's still listening.
My name is Sujin Laurent of House Laurent, one of the 13 ruling houses of Valtressa, a name whispered in salons and shadowed halls, once for wealth, now for something far more dangerous. I was raised in privilege, polished for perfection. But everything changed when Miss Ardent found me. She taught me how to turn every dance into a duel, every word into a weapon, not to rescue this city, but to give it a fighting chance against the darkness it clings to. Then came the Black Market Massacre. My father saw what I could do, what I am, and in that moment, I stopped being his daughter, and I became a threat. Since then, he sent knives in the dark to silence me, but none of them made it home. I didn't join this journey for vengeance, not entirely. I'm here to dismantle him piece by piece, to rip out the roots of rot from within Valtressa and let something new bloom. In this group, I'm not the hero. I'm the one who sees the whole board, who knows which piece to remove before the rest crumble. I don't have friends, but there are a few whose company I tolerate. Trust is a luxury I can't afford. Secrets are currency, and I'm very, very rich. I know everything about everyone, and if I don't, I will. So tell me, what are you hiding?
My name is Marzana Fournier, but you will call me Mara. This is Dungeons & Dragons, so you already know the first part. I'm an orphan. I am, however, lucky enough not to have stayed that way long. Timing and the tug of instinct saw that I was raised by a merchant who gave me my last name. The years I spent with him taught me much, but I never forgot the lessons from my past. Much harder learned. When we parted ways, it wasn't the family business that called to me. Instead, I put my former skills to use, and within a year, I was known for my ability to handle most jobs, shall we call them, thoroughly and delicately. That's how I met Oleg. That's how I met the silver fucking fox. The thief who dragged me into his heart against my better judgment. And I was so be. The joke of it all is that he's the one who found me way back then, and then I couldn't find him. For 10 years he was stolen from me, and for 10 years I lived without a fucking soul. If you think this story has a happy ending, now is the time for you to adjust your expectations. Because when he was finally freed 2 years ago, he had some terrible notion that he had done unforgivable things and now chooses not to come back. It's strange, that idea of his, considering the absolutely unspeakable things I would have been willing to do to get him back. So now, revolution brews in the city, and I follow it as the lead that it is. No one was more surprised than me when I actually started to believe in the damn thing, though. Regardless, our game continues between me and that fucking fox. The only question that remains is whether I find him or I die trying.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Pharos Andros II, born nobility, the son of a councilwoman and master smith. My parents were idealists, revolutionaries who believed in a better Voltressa. While they fought for change, I watched on, crippled by a childhood accident. I poured myself into books, into the arcane, into invention. My father died when I was still a boy, killed in an unexplained forge accident. My mother passed years later while I studied at the Arcane Collegium. A robbery gone wrong, the reports claimed. Indeed. I left my studies and returned to Voltressa to take up my parents' mantle, to carry on their legacy. By day, I serve on the council, working to expose the corruption within Voltressa's elite, to free her people and set the city on a new path. Trying, yet failing. But by night I wear another mantle. Clad in my father's armor, enhanced with artifices of my own design, I stalk the streets, exacting justice on those who would ruin this once proud city, a reckoning to those that thought themselves untouchable. I am Voltressa's steel guardian. I am her ironclad shadow. I am the Night Forge.